This is what happens when a congressional seat is wide open. 4 men from different backgrounds gather for a debate at Staten Island's Hilton Garden Inn to battle each other in one of the most watched congressional races this year. Democrat Mike McMahon, Republican Bob Strineri, Independent Carmine Moreno, and Conservative Tim Cochrane are all vying for New York's 13th district congressional seat, and this debate was their chance to show they were up for the job, even if it meant a little mudslinging.
Where we are today is because we're electing country lawyers to be congressmen.
And Wall Street and the Wizards of Wall Street, they ain't doing too good by us, so I'll tell you what, I'll take the country lawyer anytime.
None of this will be happening if it were not for a scandal caused by their predecessor, Republican Vito Fossella. Fossella served the areas of Staten Island and East Brooklyn for nearly 10 years and was the only Republican congressman from New York City. But this past May, he was arrested for drunk driving in D.C. He later confessed that he fathered a child with a woman who was not his wife. Disgraced, Fossella chose not to run for re-election, and that left his seat up for grabs. While there are 4 candidates seeking to succeed Fossella, the main focus has been on the frontrunners, former State Assemblyman Bob Strineri and City Councilman Mike McMahon. McMahon represents the North Shore of Staten Island. If McMahon wins the election, he will be the first Democrat to win New York's 13th district in nearly 30 years. However, there is Bob Strineri, who seeks to continue the GOP's stronghold in the area. Problem is, there is much controversy surrounding Strineri. There has been issues with his taxes, which he claims is a misstatement, and many say he does not even live in the congressional district, which Strineri denies.
I've lived on Staten Island for over 60 years. My parents moved to Staten Island when I was 22 months old. My wife and I both grew up here on Staten Island. I went to PS16, Curtis High School, Wagner College. I only left Staten Island for my education when I went to NYU Law School, although I continued to live on Staten Island.
Strineri is not endorsed by Staten Island's conservative borough president, James Molinaro, who has strong words for the former assemblyman.
I wouldn't endorse Strineri if he was the only candidate running. I mean, there's a long history of Strineri and what he has done to the people of Staten Island. Strineri was in office for 24 years. 24 years. The only legislation that he was able to co-sponsor was to change the name of the Richmond Parkway to the Martin Luther King Expressway.
I'm running on a very conservative platform. As a conservative, if that's what he is, he should be supporting me and not a liberal Democrat.
There are 3 weeks left until the election. During that time, all 4 candidates will be having another debate and doing more campaigning. November 4th will show who will win the coveted congressional seat. Megan McGivney, NewYorkPost.com.